Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I would love to have you subscribe, like, comment, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So today's video is going to be a collab with Renee. Her channel name is Beauty and More with Renee. And of course, I will have her channel and her video linked in my description box. Now, this is our second collab, and I just adore Renee so much. I have been a big fan of hers for quite some time. And when we collabed together for the first time, I was very intimidated because Renee just has this down pat. She is such a natural in front of the camera. Nothing is scripted. She's just totally herself. And I thoroughly enjoy her content. But I was a little nervous that I might do something to screw something up or say something stupid. She would be like, I am never collabing with you again. But it went pretty well, at least I thought. Now, if you guys have not subscribed to Renee's channel yet, I highly recommend that you do so. She creates beautiful makeup looks. She has a lot of really fun things on her channel. And the thing about Renee is that I like to listen to her just as much as I like to watch her because she's just really soothing and very relaxing. I really enjoy popping one of her videos on, like when I'm cooking dinner or folding laundry, like doing a chore that I don't really love. She just kind of helps me get through it. And I feel a lot better after that task is done because I've been watching her video. So we got a hold of each other not very long ago on Instagram, and we talked about different things that we could do for our collab. Now, both of us are doing other holiday collabs with other people. So we were kind of like, well, what should we do? We're kind of scratching our heads thinking, I don't know. I mean, you know, there's things you can do, of course, but we were trying to think of something unique and different that would be really fun for you guys to watch. So I said, well, it's the holidays. So why don't we go through our Christmas decoration or ornament collection and choose a decoration or an ornament that speaks to us, that we just love out of the things that we own, and create a look based on the colors that are within either that ornament or that decoration. And Renee thought that would be really cool. So I'm going to show you the decoration that I chose out of what I own to base my look on. And this is this beautiful angel here that I have had for a very long time. This belonged to my mom. My mom passed away a little over 6 years ago. And my mom was a huge Christmas fanatic, okay? Like over the top. I mean, she had tons of Christmas decorations. We'd listen to Christmas music. She'd go crazy buying presents, decorate everything. Every little square inch of that house was decorated from top to bottom. And we lived with her, my kids and I lived with her for about 6 years. I got out of a pretty yucky situation and she was wonderful. She and my dad both were just so amazing and let us go and live with them until I could get back on my feet again. And she had all of my Christmas decorations from when I was a kid still. And every year she would buy more decorations and she'd threaten me that she was going to get rid of the older decorations. And I'm like, no, Mom, you can't do that. Because at some point, I knew I was going to move out and start my own life and get this house. And I really wanted to hold on to those ornaments. So when I moved into this house, she gave me a ton of my old Christmas decorations and ornaments. So I have like vintage Christmas ornaments on my Christmas tree. They're really cute. And this one I don't think is from when I was super little, but I think she had this, oh gosh, I was probably in college, I think, when she got this. And I just love this. It's just really special to me. I think she's just beautiful and she's very peaceful and serene looking. And I really like the colors that are on this ornament. So we've got like this kind of brick red here, a burgundy red, kind of a darker brown, some green, some cream, blue, green again up here. Her hair is brown and she's holding on to a gold star and it says believe down the front. So I think that's really cool. So I looked through my collection and I came up with what I think is the perfect palette to suit the colors that are in this decoration. And I chose the OPV Beauty Yemoja palette. And this was sent to me from Steph all the way from the UK. She owned this. She just wasn't using it a whole bunch. She didn't dislike the palette. She just, this color story doesn't necessarily wow her. And she knows that I love these kind of palettes, so she sent it to me. And I haven't used this before. I have used the OPV Spotlight palette twice on my channel, and I love that palette. It's got some beautiful shades in there. But I just felt that this was a really good color match for what's going on in that Christmas decoration. So I think what I'm going to do is use this shade, these three shades, and I think, I might even pop a little bit of that in my inner corner. I'm not sure yet, but those are the shades I'm really thinking would look good in terms of the colors that are in that Christmas ornament. So if you guys are interested to see my look come together with me using the Yemoja palette from OPV Beauty for my Christmas decoration inspiration collab with Renee, then please sit back, relax, and let's get started. All right, let's get started on this look for my collab with Renee based on our Christmas decorations, or the color story within our Christmas decorations. And let me show you mine one more time in case you forgot what it looks like. This cute little angel here. I love her. And I do have my brows done, and this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. And this is the palette that I'm going to be using, the OPV Beauty Yemoja palette. I love the mermaids on the front. They are super sexy. Love them. And I think what I'll do is start off with... I was going to start off with this shade, but I think I'm going to start off with this one. This is called Yewa, Y-E-W-A. I'm going to put that in my outer V and into my transition area a little bit. I thought that this brown would match her hair color, and there's also some brown in her dress that she has on. I think that's a dress or a jacket. I think it's a dress. I don't know. I think it's a dress and a jacket. And I was thrilled when Steph said she was going to send me this palette. She was kind of decluttering some of her palettes. Well, she wasn't kind of, she was decluttering. I don't know why I do that. I say kinda or sorta, and it really doesn't fit what I'm saying. I hear other people do that too, but I don't know. I'm trying to really work on not doing that anymore because it's kind of obnoxious. Like, you kinda did something, or it's kinda something. No, it is something. Anyway, she was decluttering some of her palettes, and we were on a video chat, and she said, you know, I really do like this palette. It's beautiful, but the color story just is not necessarily right up my alley. So would you like this? And I said, Steph, I would love it. And I really like this shade. It's beautiful. It's just, you know, very nice, kind of reddish brown matte, and it's blending out beautifully. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I might, you know, blend a little bit more of the outer edge as we go here, but for now, I think that's okay. So now I think what I'll do is go into this shade here. This is called Oba, O-B-A, and put that towards the outer part of the lid. And I think I will spray this just a little bit. Look how beautiful that shade is. Oh, very pigmented. It's very nice. I want to talk to you guys about my experiences with Christmas decorations over the last few years, and I don't want to bring anybody down. This does start off sad, but it ends up good, I feel. And like I said, I'm going to put this towards the outer part of the lid here, and just kind of, I don't know, bring that up a little bit into my crease transition area. But my mom passed away a little over 6 years ago, like I've mentioned multiple times on my channel. And she gave me all of my Christmas decorations. I mean, I don't think there's one Christmas decoration that I own that I actually bought with my own money. Because like I said, she had tons of Christmas decorations. And I wanted my Christmas decorations from when I was a kid. Like, I would tell her, don't do anything with those because I want to have them at some point. And I do, and I love them. But when she passed away in July of 2016, I knew that when Christmas hit that year, it was going to be really difficult for us. And it was really, really hard. And I store my Christmas decorations in these like plastic tub with lids. You know, you get them at Walmart. They're like, I don't know, $1, $2. They're probably more than that. But anyway, that's where I got them. And I keep those out in my garage on this like shelving unit. And I literally could not even go out into the garage and look at those. In the year of 2016. I just couldn't do it after she passed away. I would just feel this intense like fight or flight, and I would run. I could not handle even knowing that those things were out in the garage. And so that year I did not put any Christmas decorations out. And, you know, I felt bad because my kids really enjoy that. I mean, I really enjoy it too, but you know, I'm a mom, I have these 2 kids, and I don't want to like make their Christmas seem not fun, or not fun's not really the right word, like not decorated, you know. I mean, that brings a lot of joy and cheer into the household, I feel like, when you decorate for the holidays. And I just couldn't do it. And I sat both of them down and I explained to them that it was just really too hard for me to bring that stuff out. And they totally agreed. They were like, yeah, I don't know that I can. Both of them said that they didn't feel like they could be around that either. And so, you know, we just got through the Christmas season with a very drab house. You know, we just didn't decorate it all. And that looks okay, but I'm kind of blowing that out a little too much. So I'm going to grab this brush again with no additional product and just kind of tone that down because I kind of blew it out a little bit too far. So now I'm going to go into this shade here. This is called Oko. There's no I there. Oko, O-K-O. I'm going to put that towards the middle part of the lid. Let me grab a different brush for that. And then in 2017, the year after, I could bring the Christmas decorations in, but I couldn't bring our tree in. I have a fake tree because I've mentioned in another video, I think, I'm allergic to Christmas trees. Like, who's allergic to Christmas trees? Me. I mean, I can be around them. Like if I came over to your house and you had a Christmas tree, I can be around them. But the thing is that if I live with a Christmas tree in my house, I will get a sty in my eye, which is like when your tear duct gets all swollen and inflamed and it hurts like hell. And we determined that, I think when I was in the 8th grade, because I kept getting styes, like starting from about 3rd grade on. Every Christmas I'd get a sty. And the doctor's like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, oh. So he said, I think it's the Christmas tree. And I've never had another sty since then. So, yeah. But for whatever reason in 2017, I just could not bring the tree in. These types of things I was fine with, but not the tree. So then the next year, 2018, I could bring the tree in, but not the decorations. My kids were like, Mom, what's going on? I mean, I guess I could have, but just the thought of that, it would just bring me to my knees. You know, I just couldn't handle it. And then by 2019, I was finally able to bring in the tree, the ornaments, all the decorations, get everything set up. And, you know, I could handle that and not just absolutely lose it. So it felt good to get to that point, you know. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, you know, people really enjoy the holidays for the most part, but there's also a part of the holidays that can be hard for a lot of people because, you know, there's losses that we've experienced, or, you know, I don't know, a lot of things that can kind of cause some heartache around the holidays, especially like, you know, if you're struggling with you know, finances and just, you know, because I mean, if you got kids and you got to buy presents, I mean, that can be really hard. Sometimes it's really a difficult time to get through. And I just want to say that, like, you know, if you're struggling right now, I feel for you, and I really hope that you're able to get through it okay. And, you know, the new year's coming, and hopefully we all have a wonderful 2023. So now what I think I'm going to do is go back into Oba with my finger, this blue shade, and just a little bit of that, and just kind of mesh those two shades together a little bit better, because they're pretty, like, you know, stark difference from one another. It's like blue and then green, and I don't necessarily love how that looks. I want them to look a little bit more like friends. Now I'm going to go into the shade here called Ogun or Ogun. It's this O-G-U-N, and this beautiful goldish shimmer. Gold. Well, it's not goldish, it's gold. See what I mean? Kinda goldish, it's gold. But, you know, I'm glad that I've kind of gotten to the other side of that, and I can enjoy the holidays a lot more. You know, my kids can, my dad can. That was really hard on my dad. Really hard. And I'm going to put this right here. So, you know, as fun as the holidays can be and as beautiful as they can be, it can be hard. It can be stressful. And, you know, I just wanted to kind of share that I can relate to that. Yeah, that looks really cool. I'm digging this a lot. Really a neat look, I think. Not something that I would normally do. I mean, you know, maybe, but not really. I don't know. And I've never done this before, this exact look. And I'm loving these shades. Man, that's got really pretty shimmers in it. These shimmers are working together really nice. And I have no idea what palette Renee's using at all. She doesn't know what palette I'm using. I have no idea what her ornament looks like. And wouldn't it be crazy if we had like a very similar ornament and we're doing very similar eye looks? So now I'm going to do my lower lash line. I did pop a little bit of my e.l.f. concealer on down here. And I'm going to start off with my waterline. And I'm going to use this, if I can get it turned around right. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Wildcat. I got this in a ColourPop mystery box. And I just thought this would be a nice shade to go along with that Christmas ornament. And the cool thing is, too, this year, is that we have my grandson. And that really does take the focus off of our hurt, you know. I mean, time does help heal wounds. It does. But, you know, it's still, holidays are still really tough. And he has brought a new focus into our family, and that has been really wonderful. And I'm so excited to see Christmas through his eyes. I mean, he's only 7 months old, so he's not going to remember any of this. And I'm sure that, like, the thing that he's going to love the most are the boxes and the wrapping paper and the tissue paper. He's probably not going to care what his presents are, but it's still just that wonder and awe of a child at Christmas time, and that's what I love. I love it. So now what I'm going to do is go back into the palette, and because I haven't used any real red shades, and then this has, oops, I just whacked it into my mirror. This does have red on it. I do want to use this shade here called Echo, I'm not sure. And I think what I'm going to do is put that across the lower lash line and kind of, as much as I can, I always try this and it doesn't usually work, blow it out a little bit, you know, kind of make it a little bit more I don't know, blown out. I don't know what else to call it or how else to describe it. And I'm going to put this here and just bring it across here. And I will go back over the top of that a little bit with the darker brown shade because I cannot stand how red looks on my lower lash line. I feel like I look sick. It was so funny, and I think I mentioned this before, but I'm going to say it again. Sorry, I don't mean to be repetitive. But my husband and I were cooking dinner together, and this was, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I had red on my lower lash line. Can't remember what palette I use now. And he was convinced that I was getting sick. He's like, you're getting sick. I look at your face and I can tell that you're getting sick. He goes, you look really sick. I'm like, I'm not sick. He's like, look at your eyes. They're just so red rimmed. I'm like, it's eyeshadow. And he's like, yeah, I don't like that on you. I just had to get up and go in the bathroom. I have a bathroom right here. You guys can't see it. But I could have sworn I heard something like banging around in a cupboard in there. And I was like, oh my God, is that a mouse? And I went in there and I don't see anything, but I think my cat, Reggie, is messing around on the other door that leads into that bathroom from my daughter's bedroom. But man, that scared the crap out of me. Now let's go back into the palette and I'm gonna go into Yemoja, or Yemoja, I'm not sure, and put that across the lower lash line. Yeah, I think that'll look a little bit better, I hope, anyway. I mean, I think it looks pretty, but I don't know. I just don't like reds on my lower lash line. And apparently neither does my husband. Is there a color that you guys struggle with? Either, you know, on your lower lash line or on your lid in general, or just, you know, it's just a color that you're like, I just don't like using it, or I just can't get it to work right on my lid. And I'm not sure if I've ever heard Renee say if there's a shade that she doesn't absolutely love. She has created some gorgeous eye looks on her channel. I mean, every eye look she creates is beautiful. And she did was it a collab video, I think, where she did a look based on a chandelier. That was so cool. She's really artistic, and I am not artistic. You know, like, I can't draw. I don't really have an eye for those kind of things. You know, I think I kind of do more predictable eye looks, I would say, for the most part. I don't really have that skill of like really being super artistic and creative with my eye looks or anything really. I really can't even, let me go back over this with this brush just to kind of blow this out. I really can't even draw a straight line with a ruler, and that's pathetic, but I really can't. So I do want to put something fun on my inner corner. And does this have, I mean, yeah, that star is a little bit orangey too. So I think what I will do is put this shade in my inner corner. It's kind of got a flip to it. It's like peach and gold, or orange and gold. And this is AO, AYAO, and I'm going to put that, like I said, in my inner corner. And I do have some setting spray that Makeup by PAW gave to me. It's from Gerard Cosmetics, but I don't ever use that to spray my inner corner shades because that is like worth gold to me. And I really just like to use it to like set my face when I'm all done with my makeup. Yeah, I think that's pretty. I mean, this is kind of a weird look. I don't know. I don't know that it necessarily says holiday. However, I am basing it on a Christmas ornament. So, you know, I think it matches the ornament or decoration pretty good. So I'm pretty much done with this eye look. I'm going to go off camera, do my other eye, put the rest of my face makeup on, the finishing touches, and I'll come right back. I am back, and this is the finished look. And I really do like how this look turned out. It's a little bit more sedate than what I had envisioned in my mind. Like, I've been thinking about what I was going to do when I put this look together all day today. And it's fine. It's just, I don't know. I wanted it to be a little bit more fun and dynamic. But I do think I did a really good job of choosing colors that match the angel that I chose, this little beauty here. The only one that I'm not real convinced on is this kind of reddish shade. This is more of like a purpley red. And that one's more of a brownish red. But you know, that was the best I could come up with. I looked through a lot of my palettes, and that one was the closest in my mind to the stuff that she's got going on here. And I love that eyeshadow palette. I'm so happy that I finally used that. And I will show it to you again and talk to you about it again. But before I do, I did want to go over a few things I used in my finished look today. For my mascara, I used the Essence Cosmetics Lash Princess False Lash Effects Mascara in black. This is almost gone. I had to really scrape the sides to get some mascara on that wand to put on my lashes today. And I will repurchase this. I mean, this is my favorite mascara ever. I mean, I can't go the rest of my life and not repurchase this, but I do have a ton of other mascaras that I need to get through, so I won't get this right away, but I will be repurchasing. I love it. And then for my upper lid liner, I use the Flash Cat Eye by Infallible, made by L'Oreal Paris. I don't know how exactly to say that, but I am so in love with this liner. This is, I think, pretty much replaced the Ciate London Fierce Flex, which is good because I'm almost done with both of those. They are getting to the point where they're not working that great. Really nice consistency and really nice formula, very affordable, and it's a wetter eyeliner, I would say, than some of the other ones I have, which can make me nervous because I have wrinklier, more textured eyelids, and sometimes when you put a really wet eyeliner down, it kind of like blows up or bleeds into your wrinkles, and this one is thick enough that it doesn't do that, and it dries down beautifully. And then on my lips, I used a combination of two things. I used the half-caked liquid lipstick in Low Key. I used to use this all the time, and I have found it again, and I have this renewed love affair with it. I just think it's a beautiful shade, and it's a really nice formula. And then I did pop a little bit of the Cab lip oil over the top, and this kind of has a little bit of a, is it coconut? Yeah, kind of coconutty. I think there's some coconut oil in here, so it makes sense that it would smell like coconut. But I just wanted a glossy lip, so I threw this over the top of it. Now let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. And this is the OPV Beauty Yemoja palette that Steph sent to me that I used in my look today. And I do have the Spotlight palette from this brand as well. And I will say, I mean, obviously I haven't used all the shades in here, and I haven't used all the shades in the Spotlight palette either. But I've used a few shimmers or like satiny shades in the Spotlight palette that just really didn't wow me. And all of these shimmers, well, I used four shimmers that I used today. They really did wow me. They're gorgeous, very thick and buttery. They adhered well. I felt like these two shades did really work pretty well together. You know, sometimes it can be hard to take a matte that's brown and a shimmer or satin that's blue and make them kind of match up or jive together. And I really felt like those did a great job. And these two shades were lovely. This is beautiful as an inner corner shade. I don't know that it really goes with the look necessarily. I would have liked to have had like a lighter gold shade, or maybe even a lighter green. That would look cool in my inner corner. But I do like this. It's got that peach to gold flip. And I think that all of these shades worked really well to match the colors of my angel that I chose. Oh, and I use this shade here too. That was really nice, really nice. I was very impressed with how that blended out on my lower lash line. You know, I went in with a pretty light hand, which I'm glad, because these shades are pretty pigmented, but blended really nicely. I'm really happy that I finally gave this palette a try. And I'm not sure if this palette is still available or not, but if it is and you are digging this color story, it's a beautiful formula, and I think you'd really like this. And I really am interested in getting more things from this brand. This is a Black-owned brand that is in, I believe, England, London, right? Because it's OPV London, that makes sense. But they have some really pretty products I see on Instagram. I follow them on Instagram, and beautiful ladies putting on makeup on their Instagram feed. So yeah, I'm really into this brand, but I don't need to buy any more makeup. I cannot wait to watch Renee's video and see what Christmas ornament or decoration she chose to base her look on. This little angel has been through a lot with me, and I just love her. I think she's amazing, and it was really fun to create a look based on her, and I think my mom would really be happy that I did that. She does remind me of my mom, all the fun times that we had during the Christmas season, and it's so nice to be able to remember those things and not have it like make me hurt so much inside. I've really reached a point where I can have all of her things around me and celebrate the holidays and feel warmth and peace and joy and not sadness. And, you know, I didn't really mean to bring anybody down when I was talking earlier when I was doing my look, but I do know that sometimes holidays can be tough for people. I know that we want to focus on the joy and the happiness, and of course, you know, yeah, I understand that, but I also think it's important to acknowledge that it can be tough for people and it can be a struggle, and those are the people that need our love and support the most. So if you're struggling right now, you know, it's just a tough time of year for you, I empathize with you, and I really hope that you're able to get through the holidays and into the new year, and the new year brings you a lot of love and joy and happiness. Now, of course, I'm going to have Renee's channel and her video linked in my description box, and if you guys have not yet gone to Renee's channel, go and subscribe, man. She's amazing. She's so much fun to watch and listen to. I adore Renee. Such a pleasure and an honor to collab with her again, and I really hope that we do this very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy day or evening to sit down and watch my video. It always means the world to me. If you have subscribed or you would like to subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're aware of all of my future uploads. I cannot wait to see you guys again on my next video, but in the meantime, please take care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I hope to see you very soon. Thanks again, you guys. Take care. Bye.
Drop it.